Hey everybody, it's Mark from Frog Data. Today we're going to go ahead and review the daily sales tracking report page, which can be found in the tool under the Variable Ops tab at the top of the program. So to access the page, simply scroll over the Variable Ops tab and go down to Daily Sales Tracking. Once you select that, a series of reports will appear on the page. The first one is our month-to-date variable tracking. Some of the key features of this report include one, the ability to schedule an email. So if you want this to be delivered to your key users at different dates of the week and different times, you can go ahead and click on the schedule email button, which will open a menu that you can go ahead and schedule the user, the day of the week for delivery, the time you'd like it delivered, and then you can save it so you can see the email schedule down the road, or you can actually send an email now. So the first report that you're going to see below is going to be the actual pacing for the month. So it's going to include units, gross, and then a comparison of how you're doing this month versus last year and last month. And as you'll see, we have unfinalized and finalized along with total. Unfinalized is going to be anything that has not been finished through accounting. Finalized, obviously, accounting has gone through, put their stamp of approval on it. So it's a hybrid report. And as you go through, you'll see the different numbers. Anywhere you see green, that's where you're positive over the previous period. Red would be where you're behind. If you want to get a little bit more detail, like here for our demo group, we have 3 different stores. So if you are looking at it from a group level, you can look at the performance of each individual store below the performance of the group. Simply click the plus to enhance, and you will see a breakout of new and used. If you click on new, you will see it broken out into brands that you'll find within your dealership. So very interactive, lots of different levels. Great daily report to see where you're at for the month and how you're pacing compared to last year and last month. As you scroll down through the page, there's a lot more detailed reports if you want to get into, the actual breakdown of your new vehicle sales and your used vehicle sales. And then if you want to look at retail versus non-retail, we do have that same information there, just on a little bit smaller, more focused level. Daily vehicle sales, which is the next report below, just a great way to get a visualization as to what's my deal flow for the month and is there anything still sitting out there that I need to pay attention to. As you see on the right, when you click on and off any one of these buttons, it'll show you a category. For this particular dealership, we have dealer trades, new deals, used deals, and wholesales. For the most part, finalized deals, hey, it's great. I understand that. I know where I'm at. But what do I want to focus on? That's my booked and delivered deals. And so those are my unfinalized deals. So if I click off all the categories that say finalized, now I will see my used and new booked and delivered deals. And if you look, you can see that these are the problematic deals. These are the ones that are still sitting out there that you've not been able to wrap up through accounting and you're not able to collect the money on the deal. So you can go back here and look and see that March 16th, 2021, there's a deal. So one used vehicle. I want to focus and try to find that deal so I can go ahead and get that closed out or talk to my managers involved to see if it's really a deal or if I need to clean it out of my system. So that's a great visualization. If you want to get more detail as to your deals for the month, right below that is another report that is very interactive. And you're able to actually schedule this email it's the same way as you can for the report at the top of the page. So this can be delivered to your key users on a daily basis. So what this is it's an interactive report, which is one of the things that Frog Data really focuses on in providing multiple levels of information that you can filter and customize to see it how you'd like to see it. And each one of the boxes up here, you can search or you can filter for something within that column and it'll itemize and shrink it down to that. You can also click on the top of it to ascend or descend the order. So in this case, if I want to look up a unfinalized deal, I can go into the deal status box, click on the words unfinalized, or in this case, possibly it's delivered. So whatever status it's in, now I can see everything that is in there for the month that has not moved to finalized. I can focus on tracking these deals. If I want to just look at new cars, I can search for new cars. And if I even want to go so granular to look at a certain F&I manager, so let's say we want to look at Joan here. So now I can see that Joan has a total of 6 deals that are still out there that have not been finalized, so I can work with Joan to make sure that I understand what's going on as a key user of the tool. If I go to the comment box and I click on this little bubble, I have the ability to go ahead and put a status in there. I can also assign a user that will, be alerted within the tool of the note or the comment. But then most importantly, I can add comments to the tool. So if I want to go ahead and just put a test note, I can put, hey, there's a test. I can hit save. And now as long as this deal is in the tool, I will see that there's a comment on it. And that will come into handy when you're tracking the flow of deals, or if your sales manager puts notes in that the F&I manager needs to see, or if the F&I manager puts in notes that the accounting people would want to see, those will live in the tool as long as the deal is in the tool. And you can see it right there. One of the other cool features is that we have this formatted Excel. If I click on that formatted Excel link, it will go ahead and download into an Excel format another interactive report that will give an entire list of all the deals that you have for the month. And so it usually pops up on another screen, but when you take a look at it, you can actually see what it is. You can enable the editing button, and then you can filter, slice, and dice the data however you'd like. And we do provide that in various areas throughout the tool. And and then as you scroll down past that, not only do you have the retail sales log, but you also have a non-retail sales log, which is the same functionality, except in this you're looking at dealer trades, fleet deals, wholesales, so you can track those and see what you're doing as well. Next report below that is called Save a Deal. Save a Deal is just a way for anything that is not in a delivered, or booked, unfinalized or finalized deal status. So let's say you go ahead and you pencil a deal for somebody and it has not moved to the next status. You can manage those deals here to see if you can still put together any of these deals on a daily basis. And then as you scroll through, depending on the usage of the tool, and if you've got Frog Plus or Frog DMS, if you do have Frog Plus, you would have access to a few more reports that are related to your leads. So you can see how many leads you've gotten in over the past 60 days, the type of lead that they are, and then there's an actual list down below. So if you wanted to look up by a certain stock number, hey, how many leads did I get for this particular car? You can focus it down and you can see, and then you can work those deals to make sure that you can get those, or work those leads to make sure you can get those deals. And then since this is a group level, there's a few more reports as you go down. New vehicle sales by store, which just is a comparison of your stores by unit count and gross profit. And then some of my favorite reports down below are the new and used vehicle daily comparisons. This is just a great way for a manager to be able to see. I input my forecast of 123, so that's what my goal is for the month. This is my pace based upon my sales rate per day and my historical calculation as to how myself as a dealer or a dealer group sells cars. So we show you on a day-to-day basis what's your volume, and then if you hover over the box, it shows you your gross profit, and then accumulation of what you did that day plus where you are for the month. And now you can quickly look and see, hey, how am I doing this month versus last month, last year, or just my previous month, the last month behind me, which was March in this instance. So here you can see we all know what happened in April 2020. We were dealing with COVID and a lot of businesses were shut down. So you can see the volume was very low in comparison to this year. But you could see last year, or last month actually, the numbers were pretty good. And the projections so far for this month are showing that I'm going to fall at 136 units, whereas I was at 169 units last month. So just some really good information. And if you want to share this, each one of our reports have this hamburger that you can go in and you can download. You can hide data, you can maximize, whatever it is that you want to do, we give you the ability to do that so that you can use these charts in whatever manner you need. We'll just hide that. All right, and then at the bottom, just a accumulation of used vehicle sales by store and then used vehicles. So very similar to the new, it's just looking at your used car department. So anyway, for any questions regarding the variable ops and the daily sales tracking page, which is one of our most popular report pages in the tool, please don't hesitate to reach out to us here at Frog Data, and we would be more than happy to help you with a further explanation or to show you more of what Frog Data has to offer. It is www.frogdata.com, And this is Mark, and thank you and have a wonderful day.